And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Gavin Williams. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go now. Miguel Rojas at the plate. That pitch gets the corner, and we are underway. Next offering is in for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And that one way outside. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Mookie Betts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Williams, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Finish him.
The rare K for Mookie.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Beats him to first, and they get it out of the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Teoscar Hernandez now at the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. To third, Ramirez throws across the diamond, And that is the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. Back now at Progressive Field. And towing the slab in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Stephen Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Fastball for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pajes under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
One out, base is empty. Next pitch misses, and that's ball two. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
One down, base is empty. Draws the walk there.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Inside, ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
And a pitch. That's off the mark. 2-0.
2-0. Reno.
And ball four, two aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First baseman, Kyle.
And now the first baseman, Kyle Mansardo. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That clips a corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
2 on, 1 out. And here is Lane Thomas. And Cleveland on top 1-0. And a foul ball. Next offering is down low.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Pulls that one foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting 6th.
Daniel
right
Schneemann
fielder.
will hit next.
Daniel Schneemann.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Late swing, foul to the left. Ramirez on third. Manzardo at first. 2 out of the inning. That one off the mark. 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Out to short. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Top of the second, and here's the catcher, Will Smith. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Williams back to work. There's a strike.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Fly ball down the line. Schneemann hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Max
Here comes
Muncy.
Max Muncy. And that one hammered. And it one-hops the wall. The throw into second. Muncy into second. It's a double.
Wastes no time there. First pitch
Batting
fastball in a great
center
spot to
fielder,
do some
Andy
damage,
Pajes.
and he squared it up nicely.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That
One
one
ball,
way
one
outside. 1-1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. 2 gone.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss.
2-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. That one is gone. 3rd home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Popped up. And that's a foul ball. Inside, almost got him.
Oh. 2 balls.
Really
2
good
strikes.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground.
Oh.
And that's just foul. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the 2nd. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now it's the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Strike 2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Angel Martinez getting ready to hit. First pitch just misses. Fastball for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. And that one lifted in the air center field. Pajes makes the grab, 2 down.
Batting ninth, second baseman, number 7.
Here's Will Wilson. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. The Guardians go down in order. And our score remains 2-1. On to the third inning. Now it's the DH, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Mookie Betts now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Turns and fires to Betts. Fought off foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strike.
The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Fastball is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the first
Here
baseman,
is Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. On the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 at second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Guardians 1. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now the
off
left
for the
fielder,
Guardians,
Stephen
left
Kwan.
fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Swinging a foul straight back. And there's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Line drive. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know
Now
it didn't
batting,
produce a hit, but he
catcher,
made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do
Naylor.
anytime you're at the plate.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He reached out a walk his first time. Swings through that.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. On its way to the corner, and that drops foul. Two outs. And that's in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Now
Two
one
balls, 2
missed.
strikes.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if
Okay.
his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Guardians lead 1. They're down 2-1. Back here in Cleveland, and now Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez, in his 8th season, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Popped up. Arias settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. Flied to right his first time. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And out of here. He'll touch them all. His 4th home run of the season. And they add on. It's 4-1. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Up and in, and the count is 1-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And it's fouled away. Next one in the dirt. Next offering is outside.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. And they'll do it again. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Conforto takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Luis Ortiz appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Ciccone getting loose as well. In the air, right field. Schneemann in position, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim.
Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Rojas.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 2 for 2. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. That funky Muncy with the homer for LA. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. There's Lane Thomas now.
Lane Thomas.
And the first offering is not close.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Counts full.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
Sadie, I think just our presence is the present. So a man at first. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here is Gabriel Arias. Struck out swinging his first time. That one ripped left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. Play at the plate. Got him.
Now
that really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one the other way, and foul ball. And now 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Good eye in that spot. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses, and the count's full. Will Wilson on deck for the Guardians. On the ground, out to short. Tosses across to first, and that is that. One left for the Guardians, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Luis
45.
Ortiz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Mookie Betts will get us started. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a ball popped up. Ortiz. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Bounce to the right side, and that goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez snags it, 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Right fielder.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one not close. And that is ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers go down quietly as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. ready to go for the
Leading
last
off
half
for
of
the
the inning.
Guardians,
So in now for
second
Cleveland,
baseman,
Will Wilson.
Number 7.
Yamamoto back to work. Clips the corner. Strike one.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next pitch is downstairs.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Three and two.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pitch
Now
count's
batting,
getting up there
left
now,
fielder.
and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Kwan in the box now. No balls and a strike.
One strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Misses inside, and the count is 1-2. And that's down and away. And a curve is down and in.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Now batting.
Now the catcher up to hit. Bo Naylor. He is struck out and he is walked. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Bonda, a left-hander, also throwing. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. First pitch misses.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game. Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
2 outs. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Muncy brings it in, and that ends the inning. And we're back. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Foul ball there. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. And they add a run. It's 5-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now it's Max Muncy. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Just missed. Muncy with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And that one misses up and in. 2-1.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. Andy Pages digs in now.
Center fielder, Andy Pages.
Fastball for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. And the ball evens the count. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will climb in, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Pitch misses. Ball one. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Not close with that one, and a count 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Now pitching for Los
Back now
Angeles.
for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
17.
mound, Shohei Ohtani.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here is
Leading
Kyle
off for the
Manzardo.
Guardians, first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. Ohtani, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Now batting, the
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Chris Stratton looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. One down, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Betts sizing this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Schneemann at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Guardians.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Cade
36.
Smith.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
So digging in,
Leading off for the
Ha-Sung Kim.
Dodgers,
1 for
second
2.
baseman, Ha-Sung Kim.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Smith, the tall righty, 230 pounds, and he was born in Canada. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2.
Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Rojas stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. One down, base is empty. And the sweeper is off the plate. Action in the pen down there. Nick Enright up and throwing. Ciccone getting cranked up as well. And strike 2. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball 2.
That one missed.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Mookie Betts.
2 outs, base is empty. Mookie Betts, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. That one fouled off. 2 and 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. The other way, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside. That one fouled off. Two outs. Down the left field line, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Right fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. So they strand a pair. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Guardians 1. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. The Guardians in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
There's the strike of the knees. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Angel Martinez will hit next.
Angel Martinez.
Swinging a foul straight back. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. 0-1. Foul ball.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next pitch inside. And the count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. The Dodgers leading by 4 here, the bottom of the 7th. Way high there. Full count now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Will Wilson digs in for the Guardians. First pitch misses. Swinging a foul out of play. Outside.
Ball 3.
In the dirt, blocked.
3-2.
To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Left fielder, Stephen One.
Kwan checks his swing, appeal to third, no swing, he held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. He swings and fouls one off. Good eye right there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Runner at second, 2 down. To the right side, and that chance handled. That ends the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Guardians 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back,
Guardians.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Slade
44.
Ciccone. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Ciccone.
The batter now will be Will
Leading off for the
Smith.
Dodgers.
He's already
Catcher,
homered here in
Will
this one.
Smith.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Martinez makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Max Muncy. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That one is upstairs.
No, that's high.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And that is gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 6-1. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs. That's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Base is empty, 1 away. And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. Outside. And that's ball 1. And misses inside.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
1 down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now batting, left
1
fielder,
gone, runner at
Michael
first.
Conforto.
Michael Conforto getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is downstairs.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Close, but called the ball. 2-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That misses, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, second baseman, Hassan Kim.
Hae-Sung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's been a great free agent sign. And that one fouled off. Two outs. And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1.
One strike.
Right through there for a strike.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for Los
Back
Angeles.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Stepping up for the
Leading off
Guardians.
for the Guardians.
Bo Naylor.
Catcher.
A walk
Bo
and a pair of strikeouts.
Naylor.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
The 0-2. High fly ball out towards left center. Conforto on the move to the alley. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. First pitch just misses. Movement in the bullpen. Chris Stratton looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. The Dodgers leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Lifted in the air down the left side. Betts settles underneath it. Out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Kyle.
2 down, base is empty.
Manzardo.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That one lifted to left. Conforto under it. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Guardians 1. Back now at Progressive Field. We go to the ninth, and now the DH, Miguel Rojas. Ciccone back to work. And a slider catches the zone. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Nick Enright appears to be getting loose. Fouled off left side. Cut on and lifted in the air. Schneemann brings it in with a nice running grab.
You know, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And Mookie takes. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. There's a strike.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball up the middle. Jump throw on the money. Nice play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And here's Freddie Freeman. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Ball, hot.
And that one sliced foul. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to bat for the Dodgers. 2 down, nobody on. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And it's fouled away. Two outs.
Oh.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-2. That one hit to right. Schneemann tracks it down for the out. So the Dodgers leave one. They still lead it, though, 6-1. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the DH, Lane Thomas. And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Conforto. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. 1 for 3. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strike. Strike. Ooh.
They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strike.
The Guardians down to their final strike. And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting them with a pitch. So it's their last chance in this one. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. That is upstairs for ball 1. Slider clips the zone.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one just misses. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
6-1 is your final here today. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.